She can talk. She can really talk.
Wait, don't leave yet! Don't leave!
Nola? Nola?
Mr. McCord! Don't leave yet!
Nola, what's the matter? What is happening?
Oh, gosh.
Nola, please.
I need Mr. McCord's car keys.
Why?
Well, I can't explain. I just have to have his car keys because I know Fritz took him to the airport, so I have to catch him before he gets to the airport.
Well, I'm sorry, but Mr. McCord's car is being serviced at the garage.
What I'm going to do, I've got to tell him. I've got to catch him before he gets to the airport. Come on, Gracie. Come on, hurry up.
Nola.
Hurry up.
Middleton is here.
Where have you been?
I got out of the shop as fast as I could. I was in the middle of giving Mrs. Maxwell a perm.
Oh, forget about the perm. Come on, we got to get going.
Where are we going?
Nola, will you please tell me what this is all about?
I can't tell you, Mrs. Renfield. I have to tell Mr. McCord first. Now, come on, we got to catch that plane.
Very
Plane?
well.
What plane?
We got to get to the airport.
The airport?
Oh.
I think you'll make it if you hurry, sir.
Good, I was afraid I'd miss it.
There you go, you're all set. That's flight number 7 to Chicago with a connecting flight to Zurich.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and your ticket to Zurich's inside as well.
All right, thank you.
Okay, it's just gate 2, right down the corner.
Gate 2.
Right, just follow the signs, it's all marked. Have a pleasant trip, sir.
Thank you.
Nola, I didn't see any sign of them. I looked for Mr. McCord's car, and I can usually spot Fritz a mile away.
All right, I guess we'll have to ask somebody. Excuse me.
Oh, can I help you, miss?
Yes. If somebody were going to Switzerland, how would they get there?
Well, the usual route is to take a plane to Chicago and make a connection to Zurich from there. Well, that's the fastest way to get to Switzerland.
I thought so. When does the next plane for Chicago leave, and what gate is it at?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you've just missed the plane to Chicago. It took off a few minutes ago.
Oh, no. I missed him. It's the story of my life here.
Well, there's another plane in 2.5 hours.
No, that's not going to help at all.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. How long does the flight take to Chicago?
Well, Nola, wait a second. Forget it. I've got to get back to work. I'll be fired if I don't get back.
Gracie.
It's a 35-minute flight.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Nola, forget it. I am not
Gracie,
chasing
I'm
after
trying to
Mr.
think.
McCord. I've done a lot of crazy things for you, but this is where I draw the line.
I'm not going to take the flight to Chicago. I probably miss him anyway. But I got an idea.
What?
I want you to go back to Thornway Road. I want you to tell Mrs. Renfield to have Fritz come pick me up here, then you can go back to work.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to have Mr. McCord paged at that Chicago airport before he gets on that plane to Switzerland.
Nola, I don't understand this. I mean, you've got me running around with the chicken like it's
Gracie,
cut off.
it's all going to make sense. It's all going to make sense, really. My whole future depends on Mr. McCord today. Now, he made a promise to me, Gracie. And when I tell him what I have to tell him, he's not going to get on that plane.
Well, Mr. McCord, what a surprise.
Oh, a very pleasant surprise indeed.
Oh, thank you. Well, imagine running into you here. What, are you off on some exotic vacation or something?
No, as a matter of fact, it's a business trip.
Ah, I see. You're going on a dig to Corinth or the Nile Valley or...
No, nothing quite so dramatic, but business nonetheless.
I see. Well, I'm sad to say I'm off on business, too, of a sort.
I wish you a very successful business trip. Oh, and say hello to your father. I'm sure you'll see him before I do.
Yes, I'm sure, Mr. McCord. Where are you rushing off to? What time is your plane?
8:30.
Ah, well, mine is at 8:45, and we both have over an hour in this wretched waiting room. I so hate waiting, don't you?
Yes, it can be a bit tiresome.
Well, then, why don't you join me for a drink in the cocktail lounge? We can get to know each other a little better.
Oh, thank you, but I think I should remain here so I can hear my boarding announcement. They don't make that announcement in the lounge, you know.
Oh, nonsense. We have plenty of time. Besides, really, there's nothing more relaxing than quiet drink with an old friend.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Mais oui, certainement. I insist. Thanks. Oh, heavens. Hello? Mr. McCord? Just a moment, I'll have him paged.
Just a messenger, Mrs. Renfield. I don't think Nola told me anything more than she told you.
I see.
The only thing I do know is that she wants Fritz to pick her up at the airport.
But what is she still doing out there?
Well, I think she wants to stay there and try to reach Mr. McCord on his stopover at Chicago before he goes to Switzerland.
I've simply got to know what this is all about.
Well, I wish I can help you, but I'm in the dark, too. The only thing I know is that she just kept on going on and on about how all of this was going to make it possible for Mr. McCord to keep his promise about their future.
What else did she confide in you?
Nothing really. I think it has something to do, though, with Rebecca Cartwright, because she kept on saying how from now on she was going to be the only woman in Mr. McCord's life. That is, if she gets a hold of him.
Thank you. I'm sorry, miss, but they paged Mr. McCord at O'Hare, and he hasn't answered the page.
But couldn't they try again?
They've been calling his name on the public address system on and off for almost an hour. He must not be in the terminal.
I just don't see how I could have missed him.
Well, there's nothing else I can do, miss.
All right. Thanks a lot. You've been real helpful. It's probably already left anyway. It's probably in the air right now.
If I had come to you and told you what I was going to do, I could never have left you, Nola.
I just don't understand you at all.
Nola, listen. Simply understand this. I love you. You are the most important thing in my life. I couldn't go on living without you. Nola, promise me that you'll never leave me. I don't think I could bear losing you. I need you so much.
I won't leave. But you have to promise me something.
What's that?
You'll have to promise me that you'll never put yourself in a position like you were tonight, that I might lose you.
Nola, that's a promise I can easily keep.
Is there something wrong with your food, sir?
Pardon me?
I noticed you haven't touched your food.
Oh, no, it's fine. I just wasn't hungry.
Can I get you something else?
No, thank you, but I appreciate you asking.
Are you traveling for business or for personal reasons?
I guess you could say it was personal business.
Well, you seem so distracted. It must be very important personal business.
It is. May even determine the course of my entire